Hello, welcome back to my channel, Intuitive Insights in Tarot. I'm Scott. How's everybody doing today? Uh, Boy, I had a challenging day yesterday, let me put it that way. I do believe that it was Mercury retrograde type of thing. How's everybody doing out there? Hello, Cherie in the chat. Russ Kaiser, how you doing? Colleen, Sandy Nightingale. Oh, Sandy, you've got the same name as my dog. Isn't that great? Let's see. Hello, Sima. How's everybody doing? Did anybody watch the horoscope readings I did? So, I got something exciting to announce today. Hello, Marcy. Hey, it'd be fun if everybody in the chat were to say where they're from. I know Cherie's in Nebraska. I think I got that right. Thank you for watching, Colleen. I was not happy with that video, so let me tell you what happened with that. Pardon me. So, I had the idea to pre-record the horoscope readings. I would play them earlier, and that would give me time to come in a little later and do the live. And whenever I do a video like that, there was a lot of editing that I wanted to do in that because there were things that I said while I was doing it that I wanted to cut out, and I wanted to make it brief. I wanted to make it easy. So I spent about 3 hours with recording, editing. Yeah, the recording and the editing part. I spent about 3 hours on it, and I was just about ready to export it from my editing app, my phone, into my gallery. And when I did, I realized that I'd made a mistake, and I had ruined all the work that I'd done, like 3 hours worth of work. And I'm like, no, I can't go back and do that all again because I did so many cuts, so many edits. I added like texts in there and animations and separated the readings with little transitions that looked really cool. All this really cool stuff. All of it was trashed. So I said, well, just screw it. I'm going to cancel it. I'm going to cancel my horoscopes. I'm going to cancel my live, and I'm just going to take some time off. This is like the universe telling me take some time off. But then I felt bad because I'd advertised it. People were waiting for it. And after all, this is my job. And my boss, he said, no, you need to get this done and you need to get up tomorrow morning and do a live. So I figured, okay, I'll just upload it directly. All the BS stuff that I didn't want in there, like talking about my personal life and stuff like that. And I did manage to cut out some stuff that I didn't want in there because YouTube has an editing app. It's kind of difficult to learn, but I'm starting to figure it out. I'll probably be using it more often. So I guess it wasn't too bad. And plus, there are timestamps in there. So what I'm hoping is most people will just go directly to their sign and not watch all the other stuff that is superfluous and I didn't like it. Okay, so and let me see. People saying where they from here? I thought I saw some. Colleen's in Illinois. Yeah, so is Robin. No, that reminds me, Robin. I've got to answer your question. You sent me a coffee. I'll get to it, Robin. Okay, Colleen in Illinois, Sima in Virginia, Laura Rick in Arizona, Elaine Staley in Michigan, Jody B in Minnesota, another one in Minnesota. Hey, you two should get- find out where you live. Maybe you live near each other. Sima, I'll get to your super chat. I promise. I want to finish these shout outs. I got Russ. Russ is in Niagara Falls, near Niagara Falls, Buffalo, New York. Boy, I couldn't live in a place like that. Too cold, too much snow for me. I lived in Kentucky for a little while. One winter, I was in Kentucky for one winter. And Kentucky's supposed to be the South, and when the snow fell and the cold, and I lived in a little trailer with a, it was rough. I'm a Florida boy. I can't handle that. Sandy Nightingale. Hi to everyone who is saying hello to me. Uh, I subscribed to Scott since Janine gave his first shout out. Wow, that was almost 2 years ago now. Thank you, Sandy, for being there all this time. Okay, and yeah, so it's great to see everybody in the chat there. So yeah, getting back to my day. Actually, I started my day at about 11 o'clock in the morning because I had emails with 3 questions, a couple of those that I had to do. Then I worked on the video, the astrology video, which like I said was a complete failure. So I ended up spending like another couple hours on it. So like ended up being like 4 or 5 hours getting that one done. And then just some other thing. I kept getting these inspirations, things to do, things to work on. I didn't actually stop working until about 8 o'clock at night. So yesterday was exhausting, and then I went to watch a movie to relax. I watched Elysium, which that movie is not a great movie. It's kind of a very simplistic plot line, and it's kind of just an action thing. I believe that movie, the only reason that movie was made was to focus on the med beds and to put it into the collective consciousness and get people to manifest those med beds and also to like overthrow our oppressors and make everybody free. Yes, that's my reminder for Robin. So, anyways, I watched that movie and I couldn't stay awake towards the end of it. I just kept falling asleep, and it was about 10 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, time to go to bed. But wouldn't you know it, once I laid my head down, my brain started going. All these things. I was doing a whole bunch of research on Lionsgate and 8-8, and that just wouldn't let me sleep. And then just one thing after another. I just couldn't sleep. I had to keep getting up. I did some breathing exercises and some meditation to try to quiet my mind. Every time I'd lay down, so I don't know what time I finally went to sleep last night. It felt like I'd just fallen asleep, and then my alarm went off this morning. So I'm a little bit fuzzy today, but I am going to talk about Lionsgate, and I am going to do some cards for you guys. Oh, and before I do that, there's something else I need to tell you guys about. Something I'm very excited and very happy about. By the way, the camera's moving around because of Sandy. She's trying to dig a hole through her bed. Sandy, can you relax a little bit, please? I'm working here. Yes, she understands every word I say, but she doesn't necessarily uh, obey. She does what she wants to do. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, something exciting I want to tell you about that I've added to my channel. I have memberships now. You guys can become members, and I've known about memberships for a while. Someone a long, like a year ago, someone said, "Hey Scott, you can add members to your channel, and it's a way to make more money." But I looked at it, and with that comes certain responsibilities that I wasn't ready for. For one thing, I didn't have enough confidence in myself and what I was doing on YouTube. I didn't really think of myself as a YouTuber, a content provider. I'm a tarot card reader, and I would use YouTube to advertise myself, basically. But I've been inspired recently to work more, and so I'm busier now. I'm working more now. So now I've got this membership. So I'm going to tell you about this. Let me pull it up here. Your membership offers levels. Where's my information? Membership. Where does it say it? Here, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And I can't see your chat right now, so I don't know what you're saying, but see, is it working? Yeah. Okay, you can see my screen now. Okay, so where does it say the perks and stuff? So here, levels, your membership offer. I've got three levels. There's like $2, $5, and $10. And where does it show the perks? I don't see it. I don't know because I have these names. I had to come up with these names for it for the levels. And once you set this up, you can't change it unless you like totally. So let me fix my camera. Unless you like scrap the entire first one you did and make a new one. So you have to choose levels, how much you're going to charge for those levels, and the perks that people are going to get on those levels. And you have to name them. And it's like, once you name it, you're stuck with those names. And I was thinking before about this before when I thought about it, and I was thinking about, how people take their YouTube name and then they make it like a moniker for the people who watch you. I don't supporters. I don't like the word fans. You're my supporters. First, I was thinking the intuits, right? Because I'm intuitive insights, intuits. And then I thought, man, that sounds like you're into it or to it. It just didn't have a good sound to it. So then I think I finally came up with level one. It's intuitive insiders. It's level one, intuitive insiders. And then and for short, hey, dog. So if you're level one, you're an intuitive. You're one of the intuitives. You're one of us. We're all intuitives here. And then level two is 5D intuitives. But I can't remember what I called level three. Something like, I remember I was thinking something like Ascended Masters, but I can't remember and I don't see it here. So I'm going to take a look at the chat. Do you guys see the membership on my let me see what you guys are saying. Let's see. I know you never left, Sandy. Phil just telegrammed that Japan's stock market is crashing. Okay, well, I heard about this last week and it seemed to stop. Oh, hi, Elisa. Anyway, so there you go, guys. Check out my members and I have anyways, I'll go and take a look at that later on. All right. So the other thing what I wanted to talk about today was Lionsgate. Oh, I wanted to tell you about this amazing manifestation that I had when okay now Elaine sent me something some information about the uh, the Mayan day day out of time I think it was called. Let me find it. 1 second. Share my screen again. And this is on my Telegram channel if you want to check it out. Yeah, a day out of time, and this was July 25th. Okay, so July 25th. This was the morning that I woke up, and there were all these rumors going around about JB having passed, and so I kind of did an emergency reading on it. Not emergency, but like a breaking news sort of thing. Where's the scroll button here? I can scroll this faster. Okay, so that was back here. Not that one. Passes. This is my Telegram channel. All right, guys. Let me find it. So you see, okay, it was before this, I think. No. So around the same time, okay, yeah. So yeah, it was around the same time. Two things were happening, and for one thing, the the Mayan Day Out of Time and Lionsgate is about the merging of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And as I've mentioned before, I'm where I'm at right now because of all of the women in my life, and I'm associated with, such as Janine. Even though I've never met Janine, she's the one who got me to where I am. And it was Tracy Bryant, just a viewer when I had 150 subscribers. She's the one who sent my video to Janine, and then Janine. So it started with her. It started with Tracy Bryant, and then Janine put me out there. And then on this day, I made that video and I asked Janine if she would share it. She shared it at the same time. I asked Honey if she would share my Telegram, and then I started getting all of these Telegram members signing up. Okay, and when that began, I had like 10,400 subscribers, something like that. And it had been at that level for like a year, hadn't changed. I mean, I got up to 10,000 and it just kind of stuck there and it stayed at about 10,400. And you guys know that I'm kind of fascinated by the number 108 right now. And when I started to see my subscriptions on YouTube start to increase, I I said, "Hey guys, I'm anxiously awaiting the 10,800 subscribers on YouTube." Uh, and I said, come on guys, everybody go over to YouTube and subscribe to me. Help me get the 10,000, the 108 number. This was 12:36 at night, and I could not go to sleep until I did because I forgot. Let me back up a minute. So when I saw these numbers starting to tick up, I thought, oh, I'm going to get 10,800, the 108 number, sometime soon. And so I started trying to manifest that number. That's what I want. From the morning that Janine shared it and Honey shared me out, and I started getting all these new subscribers and new members to my Telegram channel. I'm like, oh, I can hit 10 that 108 number, 10,800, 108. And I focused on manifesting that. And I gave it a little help, but I made it into a contest. I told people, hey, the first person to see it hit 108 uh, and you send me a screenshot will get a free reading, right? And so here I was at 10,700 and got closer and closer. And then finally hit it. So that was really cool. And like I said, it was, and that happened on that day, that day out of time, the Mayan day out of time. So it felt like a total manifestation sort of thing. Uh, anyways, just wanted to share that with you. That's the kind of energy that we're in right now with Lionsgate, and we're still in it. Excuse me while I take a drink. We're still in it. It's this window that started on like the 25th or the 26th of July and goes to like the middle of August, right? And it's going to peak. The peak is going to be this week on the 8th. Oh, and that's why I wrote this haiku, um, because in some of my research on Lionsgate, it's like this is a time when you can manifest, and the way you manifest is by writing down your intentions and then speaking those intentions repeatedly. And then I thought how a haiku would work well with this. So let me see. Let me share this with you. So this is one of the things last night I couldn't sleep and I was up doing. Where is the haiku I wrote? Right. Yeah, here it is. Let me share. Okay, so here it is on my Telegram channel. And what I would like to do on the 8th of August, I'd like all of us to repeat this mantra in the form of a haiku out loud. Okay. And it goes like this. We are natural beings. Oh, sorry, I screwed it up. We, the natural beings, demand our birthright restored, sovereignty for all. Okay, let me read that one more time. We, the natural born, demand our birthright restored, sovereignty for all. Okay, now, if you don't know what a haiku is, a haiku is a type of non-rhyming poetry that has 17 syllables. Interesting number there, 17. With the first line having 5, the second line having 7, and then the third line having 5 again. So, we, the natural beings, demand our birthright restored, sovereignty for all. And I chose we, the natural beings, rather than we, the people, or we, the natural men, is how it's often referred to in the straw man thinking. But I didn't want to use a gendered word like men, natural man, natural men. So beings. That way we get both genders in there. All right. So so that was really cool. Hello, Klaus in Denmark. 12 times 9 is 108. Is that which? Yeah, that was a fun day, and it was exciting for me watching all those numbers come in, and it really gives you an endorphin high, if you know what I mean. Okay, so let's learn more about um, the Lion's Gate and the day out of time. I've got it posted here on my website. There's a there's a pretty good video here. I'm not going to play it. You can watch it if you want. There's a pretty good video on it right here about it. A day out of time, the gateway to Shambhala. It's also known as the Mayan day out of time. This is a universal concept that was well known before, I believe, the Romans changed the timing and kind of hid it from us. Okay, so I would like to try to read this to you here. I have to adjust this because you can't see it, but I have a camera set up in front of my screen and it blocks my view, so I'm going to move it to where I can see it better. Move myself over here. There we go. I think I can still read it. Okay. Make sure I start it at the beginning. And this website too is on my Telegram channel if you want to check it out. August 8 is a particularly important date in the astrological world. It's known as the peak of Lion's Gate portal, the day for manifestation and considered by many as a marker of the new year of resolutions and goals. Here we explain what you need to know and how to help manifest your dreams. And this is called the galactic year. Okay. Uh, so can I make this a little wider? Got it right there on my camera. Okay, move it down here a little bit. The Lions Gate portal technically runs for 2 weeks, opening in late July and closing in mid-August. However, the pinnacle of Lions Gate portal is August 8, 8-8. People often commonly refer to this date as Lions Gate portal itself. This date is also known as to some as the Galactic New Year. What is the significance of Lions Gate? The Lions Gate portal is the moment when the sun in Leo is in alignment with the star Sirius, Orion's belt, and Earth. This happens when Sirius rises or becomes visible again due to the sun's yearly passing of the stars. Why is this significant? Well, Sirius, the alpha star of the Canis Major constellation, also known as the Dog Star, you guys know I love my dogs, is the brightest star in the sky and is astrologically considered to be a spiritual sun. It was an extremely important body to the ancient Egyptians, who referred to it as the goddess Sobtet. They they used the annual rising of the star to note when the Nile would begin its annual flood, feeding the landing and bringing harvest and fertility. In astrology, Sirius brings wealth, abundance, fortune, and fame. As such, an alignment with this auspicious body means it is an excellent time for manifestation. Believe me, last year this was happened big time for me, and it's when I had my really first experience with manifestation on this date, the 8/8 date. The breadth of the Lionsgate portal, uh, the breadth of the Lionsgate portal period is considered spiritually significant, but the peak of Lionsgate portal falls on 8 for a few reasons. The numerology of 8/8 is considered extremely powerful, and in fact is the most powerful of all combinations. I've got a paper on it a couple of years ago when I was really in a lot of trouble financially. I drew an 8/8 within a pentagram, and I kept it in my wallet, and it worked. Okay, the most powerful combination. Additionally, this date sees the sun at the halfway point of Leo, a season associated with boldness and confidence. Of course, the sun is also the ruler of the sign Leo. So in this moment, everything truly is in alignment physically and spiritually. Aside from the vernal equinox, the 8/8 of the Lionsgate portal is regarded as one of the most powerful moments for manifestation in the whole calendar. Much like the ancient Egyptians, who could view the Lionsgate portal as a bringer of, of the abundant and new. Consider it a time to break free from any habits that may be preventing us from becoming our best selves. How can I manifest during the Lion's Gate? Okay, this is what I was talking about before, and this is where my haiku comes into play. Manifestation can take many forms, and the below is a common guide to how to actively manifest during the Lion's Gate portal. Sorry, I can't see it. Focus on aligning the positive energy within yourself. Then I need to put my camera in a different place. Then heighten your awareness further to focus on the presence of the moon, stars, and planet. And when I say moon, you know what I'm talking about. Honey's explained it. It's actually the earth. Okay. You can then speak your manifestations aloud, silently, to yourself, or write them on paper, focusing on the words and exactly what you are, what you, exactly what you are. This is ridiculous. Creating with your words. Continue to write or say the manifestation continually until you believe they have established a place in the physical world. Then let all your expectations go away and continue with your day, believing what has been manifested is or will be reality. Okay, now I chose to manifest our birthright wealth. Okay, also known as the straw man account, and sovereignty for humanity. These two things go hand in hand, and I'm not predicting it, but I keep getting the possibility that this could happen by the end of the year, sometime between November and Christmas. And Honey's information has been agreeing with mine, And so that really gives me a lot of hope. So we don't know if it's going to happen at that time, but we can help to make it happen, to manifest it, if we all collectively chant this. Well, I mean, you can make up your own haiku, your own mantra, whatever it is. I just wrote that one because I think if everybody says the same words on the same day, that will give it more energy. Okay. So, oh, okay, and this I found very interesting too. Yellow crystals such as citrine and amber, botanicals and herbs. I plan on burning a lot of sage on this day. Are ideal tools for manifestation during this time. As part of your manifestation rituals, citrine is in particular is used to channel wealth, abundance, and luck. I didn't know that. Alongside manifestation, it is an ideal time for meditation, which I also posted that breathing and prana breathing exercise by Brad Johnson on my channel. I think that's the best one I've ever seen. So I plan on doing that on that day and undertaking what meditation under the sun. I haven't seen the sun here in days. It's out right now, but it's been raining for days and days at a time. So I'm hoping to have a sunny day that day. Okay, due to Leo being of the most creative signs. Okay, I think that's the thing I want to read. What's in store for you? And okay, yeah. So then it goes on to some other astrology stuff. So I put all this on my Telegram channel. If you're not there yet, it'd be great if you came over and joined. I want to take a look at the chat here real quick, see what's going on. Okay, so you guys get the idea, and I'm going to pull some cards. I guess start with Robin. First, give me a minute here. I want to open up my chat on my phone. Makes it easier for me to follow you guys there. Here's my video. Is this it? Live here. Turn down the volume. Okay, so let me go back to Simon's question. Oh, wait, no, before I do your question, I have to answer to Robin's Lady T over in Chicago. Let me find hers first. She sent me a coffee. Did anybody, oops, that's not it. Did anybody find my memberships page yet on YouTube? So I started off level one at one of the cheapest, not cheapest, most inexpensive rates I could. I think it's $1.99. I think most people can afford $1.99 a month. Okay. So this is from, oh, this is the other thing I wanted to share with you guys. So there's something about, let me see if I can find it here. Hold, give me a minute. Got this from Dr. Phil Motley. So, let me see. Is Phil on live now? Can't see your answers, but yeah, because if he's on live now, then I'm not going to have many viewers here. All right, so maybe I'm not gonna scroll through and find it, but there was this event that happened on a beach up in like New York or somewhere like on the northeast coast. Thousands upon thousands of dragonflies turned up, and it like I can't find the video now. Sorry, I'll find it and post it on my Telegram channel. But it was bizarre, like tens of thousands of dragonflies. And the reason I'm mentioning that is because Robin's question is about a grasshopper that flew into her car, and then she couldn't get rid of it, and she like rolled the window down, it wouldn't leave. I guess she was afraid of it because she had to go on the passenger side of her car to get in. And then she drove off and it just like held on. And she wants to know what the meaning of this was. And let me grab my cards here. And I went and I looked it up. So when you have a grasshopper like land on your head, or in this case, like with Robin, it leapt on her car window and wouldn't leave even as she was driving. Um, this is a sign of abundance and good luck. And and as I was reading this article about the grasshoppers, it said grasshoppers and dragonflies as well. And and that made me remember this video I saw. I don't know, maybe some of you guys have seen it, of these people on the beach enjoying the summer day, and then just tens of thousands of dragonflies just start swarming them. It's like, how do even that many dragonflies exist in such a small area? That was a sign, you guys. And Robin, I believe that your grasshopper was a sign of abundance coming for you too, because I know you've been struggling to find your place in the working world and to make a career for yourself where you can earn a living doing something you love, carpentry. So, Robin, let's take a look real quick. What was the meaning of this dragonfly? That's weird. The very first card is about. I mentioned a carpenter, and look at this guy. There's a carpenter. Robin, I hope you seeing this. Okay, so R- Robin, you are born to do this, to be this carpenter. So this is the fact of the matter. It's amazing that you discovered your calling, so to speak. Okay, now this is your challenge: finding the right mentor, finding the right person who will take you under your wing, uh, and mentor you so that you can become a master carpenter. Okay, and this is your advice. Your advice is you. It's the joy of what you do is your biggest reward. Okay, and making things that other people can celebrate. Right. So when you do something you love, then the abundance comes later. Because here's the outcome. And we have Pentacles again, and I believe you'll have a choice, right? Of you might be presented with a choice. Yeah, okay. So if you ever are given a decision whether to take a job that pays a lot of money or take a job that is more in line with your, like maybe it pays less, but it's more creative and it's more in line with what you want to do. Okay, so for example, you can be a contractor with a big construction company making big money, or you can be building homes for the less fortunate, or something like that. Or, as I suggested before, that you use your carpentry skills to make small bits of furniture, things like curio boxes, things like that, that you imbue your goodwill and your good intentions into. And but it's important that you do this work out of your love for doing the work, not for the money. When you do that, then the money will come. All right. Um, yeah. So not really getting much more about the grasshopper. I think that the grasshopper, like I said, was a sign that abundance is coming for you, and those dragonflies on the beach coming for everybody. Okay, now let me go to the question in the chat, the super chat from Sima. Hi Scott, what do you get regarding the future of my marriage? Well, I guess nobody here knows you. I thought this is kind of personal, but on the other hand, you're somewhat not anonymous here, right? Nobody knows who you are in your personal life. So I'm going to clear away my, it's always kind of rough when you get a question like this. I've had people who have ended their marriages based on what the cards told them. That's a very heavy weight for me to bear on my shoulder, even though it's not really me who's telling the person, it's the cards, but I'm responsible for delivering the message. To date, I've been doing this almost 2 years. I've had people leave their jobs based on cards. I've had people leave marriages, change their life completely based on what the cards have told them. Never yet has anybody ever emailed me, contacted me to say, Scott, you ruined my life because I did something based on what you said the cards said to do and it ruined my life. Never had that. I've only ever got positive feedback from people who've made some type of major change like that in their life. Okay, Simon. So, Simon, I'm going to look at this. I take this very seriously. This is not a time for joking around. I mean, I'm assuming since you're asking about your marriage that you feel like it's in trouble. If everything was great, you wouldn't be asking about the future of it, right? So that's an assumption I can make. I feel. So let's take a look, Simon. The first card is the Seven of Swords. This is you. The second card is your husband. The Two of Pentacles. In the past, we have Page of Swords, and this is unknown or challenges. Um, this is the Six of Pentacles, and this is the Four of Cups. Oh, well, okay. So, first off, your husband's coming up as the well, let me address this. I'm wondering if do you feel like you're walking on eggshells with your husband, that you have to be careful of things you say to him and possibly lie. You have to lie to him in order to keep him from flying off the handle or something like that. Or you're, like I said, walking on eggshells, or are you in the process of getting like paperwork together for a possible, well, look, You got the tower and the world. This is a collapsing of an old structure and the ending of one phase and the beginning of another one. So this looks like the writing is on the wall for your marriage. Okay. As far and with your husband, now in a reading like this, a relationship reading, and this person coming up with the Two of Pentacles, I'm wondering if, and another thing is since you've got the Seven of Swords, is he lying to you? In other words, he's deceiving you. Uh, I don't believe that you're deceiving him. I don't believe that you're lying to him. I don't believe that you're doing anything that's dishonest. But this is also a deception card, a strategy card, and looks like might be living a double life. Okay, um, so it's possible that he has somebody new that's he maybe he's got somebody he's seeing on the side, or or it could be like he could be keeping money from you that you don't know about, something like that. All right. But then the outcome is the Four of Cups, which I believe with this, I just have to go there with the Tower in the world. For all intents and purposes, your marriage is coming to an end, but it doesn't look like you're going to be able to separate in the near future, in at least not legally. So there's boredom. This is the Four of Cups. It's boredom. It's it's kind of like maybe just staying together, just to just to um, just to maintain like the status quo. So not to upset. I don't know if you have children, but maybe not to upset your life. Okay, so this is the outcome for the next year or so, that you guys are gonna, for whatever reason, you're gonna have to stay together. But eventually, and I think, like I said, for all intents and purposes, maybe you feel it already that this is over. It seems like he's distracted by something else. He may be lying to you. You may have to lie to him just to keep the peace. All right. Now, if I ask the cards to give me more information, like how long is this four is kind of stuck. It's the beginning of something, but where is it going from there? Okay, so yep, sorrow and loss of your husband, father. Okay, so yes, eventually you're going to get to a point where everything's going to be, when the time is right, you will be ending your relationship with your husband. Okay, um, and that's a possibility probability thing. It's not set in stone. So for example, if you really want it right now, you're holding on to it. Okay, and if you really want to change this outcome, there are things you could do to change the outcome. If for whatever reason, maybe you feel like you've made a vow, and you don't want to break that vow, something like that, or for maybe to keep the family together, and you want to maintain um, or maybe you truly love him and you just don't want to lose him. Just because the cards are saying right now it's like this doesn't mean that there aren't things that you can do to save your marriage, right? But right now, I would say that eventually uh, you're going to lose the connection, the marriage with your husband. Okay, I try to be very careful with how I choose my words in this. All right, let me see. So, you know, those are that's it. That questions like that are difficult for me because ultimately you're responsible for the the decisions you make in your life. I can only just read the question. Yeah, I got your question, Simon. Oh, Honey's here. Is Honey here? And I don't see my friend Jen Bohannon. Where's Jen? I thought you were going to be here. Maybe she goes to sleep early, I know. I am Jen, if you see this in playback, I am so happy to see that you're okay. I was so worried about you. I knew that you were having some health problems and I hadn't heard from you in like a year. And I about 6 months ago I started emailing you and I would ask on YouTube where you are and and finally you said all my emails were going to spam. Finally, you found them and you replied to me. I'm so happy, Jen, to hear that you're still with us on this earth plane, uh, experiencing this ascension process together. Okay, so let me see. Hi, Honey and Elisa. In answer to the question above in the chat, it's 12:42 in the afternoon here, sunny Queensland. Oh, it's Susanna. Yeah, Susanna's in Queensland. All right. Did I miss any other questions? Because I'm really getting tired now. I said I did not sleep much last night. Um, oh yeah, Sheree said she said she'd be here. Yeah, she wasn't feeling well. Yeah. Hey, in fact, I would like everybody here to send your healing energies. If you are a healer, if you or even if you're not, positive energy to Jen Bohannon or Jen Blossom is her screen name. Um, she recently went through a difficult time and she's not well right now. And I really would like everybody to send healing energy to her. Hello, Teresa. Elaine. Hi, Elaine. Elaine's the one who sent me the information about the Mayan day out of time. Um, Elaine, I didn't quite know how to answer your question, uh, and that I would be able to do it with the cards. So instead, I just I gave information on that day that you were talking about. Lone Star has a question. Okay, where's Lone Star? Oh, Lady T, you're here. Hi, Lady T. Robin. Okay, where's Lone Star? Oh, honey, yeah, you saw the the dragonflies video, huh? Wasn't that cool? Thank you so much for being here, honey, and thank you so much for helping to to for helping for more people to find me and my channel. You're wonderful, honey. Uh, I don't see a question from Lone Star. Can can you put it in the chat again? Lone Star has a question. And oh, there, it's right there. Sorry. Hi, Scott. I've been facing some real challenges lately and could really use some encouragement. Can you see what the cards have to say? Okay. I hope so. I mean, I hope the cards have something encouraging for you. So let's see what I can do for you. Lone Star. Okay, and after this, I'm going to call it a day and get some rest. I only slept like 4 or 5 hours. And I'd like you guys to check out the members uh, it's a members option, and I've added to my page. There are special perks there for you guys, and you'll be supporting me. It's only $2 a month for those of you who can afford that, or it's like $1.99, $4.99, and $9.99. And with each level, you get more perks. So go and check that out. Look at my channel. I couldn't find it, but uh, I'll figure that out and come back and explain more on it in another video. Okay, so Lone Star. Let's see. Let's ask it this way: why are you uh, facing so many challenges in your life right now? Let me read your question again. Yeah. So why is it at this time you're facing these challenges, and what kind of advice does the card have for you to overcome these challenges? All right, the Magician. Gotta love that. I love the Magician. And the Two of Cups. Five of Cups. Ah, the Moon. So this is your subconscious is trying to send you a message here. Okay. Uh, you need to be kind to yourself, love yourself, and 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 treat yourself the way that you feel that others should be treating you. Okay. It looks like you've got some negative feelings that are coming up from your subconscious. There's a lot of shadow integration going on right now. And you've also with the new moon and this Lionsgate that we're in, you've been receiving maybe some downloads from your subconscious coming from a shadow of yourself. Okay, that's so. What's your advice to dealing with this? Integration of of pain, emotional pain, possibly from past lifetimes. Okay, I went through something very similar recently. So you're integrating past shadow selves, all right, and you need to talk to your shadow self. You need to acknowledge the uh, the pain from those past lifetimes, possibly even things that happened to you in your past life, your past life in this life. You need to acknowledge those feelings, and you need to integrate them into uh, your vessel in on this earth plane now. Okay, I suggest trying transcendental meditation, like the meditation that I posted in my Telegram channel. Um, Different ways of achieving altered states of consciousness I've talked about before. Breathing exercises can do that. Sensory deprivation tanks can do that. Right now, I'm using psilocybin cubensis mushrooms to assist me in this. They're not for everybody, and I don't recommend this lightly. If you want to explore the psilocybin um, uh, method, you should find somebody, an experienced shaman type of person, to guide you through it. Okay, but these chemical compounds that have been given to us by Source Creator God, plants that contain DMT, such as ayahuasca, and mushrooms with psilocybin, peyote with a type of mescaline. These are all given to us to help heal us and to help us to connect with our subconscious. And by destroying the ego and getting to the very core of our essence. That's what these things do. You don't have to use these chemical compounds that are naturally appearing in nature, but they help. Like I said, there are other ways to do it. Transcendental meditation, uh, hypno hypnotic regression, things like that. Anything that gets you into an altered state where you are able to shed your ego and bear your higher self, your yeah, your core essence. Okay, so I hope that helped you, Lone Star. I'm just going to take a look at the chat real quick. Thank you, Scott, for the video. Thank you, honey. Okay, I'm not going to take any more questions now. All right, so I'm really looking forward to you guys signing up to my members. All right, I haven't seen anybody yet. When you do, I'll shout you out. Um, I think at the highest level, the $10, the 9.99 level, um, if you are a content creator, if you have Instagram or YouTube or anything like that, then I'll shout you out. I think that's what I don't know. I have to go and look at the perks. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end this now. Thank you all for being here. Figure out where it's at. And I am tired. I need some rest. Yeah, there it is in Lime Street. I just want to take another look at the chat. Cherie did a regression years ago. All right. Good night, everybody. Kentucky Means Paradise by Glenn Campbell. That's a good one. All right. You guys have a great night. Thank you all for being here. And I might do another live for the Lions Gate itself on 8/8, but I'm not sure. So I love you all very much. Hi, Lady T. Yep, you got the grasshopper means that abundance is coming your way, but I think that's abundance for everybody. I think maybe you just needed that message, Lady T. Finding a mentor, but I think I got a good one now. Yeah, I thought you did. Okay, at least until winter. All right. Lone Star, you're very welcome. Okay. Well, I can't go to sleep, Russ. I can't sleep during the day, but I'm gonna lay down and get some rest and do a bong hit. That'll help me. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, and I love you all. And come on, join my membership. You'll get a badge. You'll get special perks just for $2 a month. You'll be helping me out. That by you guys joining my members, it'll inspire me to do more videos. I know people keep saying that they would like to see me do a video every day. Well, if I feel like, you know, if I get encouragement in the form of members showing up, then I have a responsibility to my members. So then I will do more. All right. So once again, good night, everybody. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.